got a stunning dinner for you right now. It's beef tenderloin with, you say it.
Gremolata.
Gremolata.
Gremolata. So gremolata is traditionally made for ossobuco.
Okay.
But I don't want it to just be limited to ossobuco. It's great with fish. You can put it on chicken. We can put it on beef. You can put it on Pop-Tarts.
You're going to tell them what it is?
You can do anything you want.
Put on Pop-Tarts.
Okay, so before I do that though, we're going to be cooking a beef tenderloin, okay? And this is from the center cut. So.
Oh,
okay.
That's perfect.
If you don't hear that noise, take it back out of the pan and make sure your pan gets hot, because you don't want to steam the meat, or you want it to get a nice sear and get that caramelization. Okay. Before the gremolata, with beef tenderloin, this is a center cut. It's very expensive. With the center cut of the tenderloin, you have the butt and the tail end. So imagine I'm a cow, okay? So move, right? So you have the ribs, and then the loin, the short loin, and then towards the back, in between the sirloin and the top sirloin, runs the tenderloin. And it's a muscle that doesn't get used very often, so it is very
tender. I got that right.
It is very, very tender.
But it's also a good, healthy cut of meat. Like this is a lean. It's a lean meat.
There's not a lot of fat. Okay, it's a good point you raised, because when you go to your butcher, you can ask your butcher to clean it up for you. It'll be a little bit more expensive if they take out all the silver skin and the fat from it. Yeah. There's a lot of videos online too if you want to do it yourself. Okay. But if you don't want to do that, just pay a few bucks extra, and your butcher will clean it up nice for you. And this is a beautiful, beautiful dish. So, gremolata. Okay, so they just still don't know what it is. Okay, I know some of you do, but for the people that don't, what is it? Traditionally, it is for ossobuco. It's parsley, lemon zest, and garlic. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to chop up some parsley, and I'm going to get you to do the citrus for me. Okay. So I have to do work, is what you're saying. You always have to do work. I always have to do work. Okay, so I'm going to add chopped parsley, flat leaf for Italian. And I'll bring it over to you. Okay. You can grate in a little bit of lemon zest. This meat I season just before this segment. Anytime you're searing a protein, season it right before it goes into the pan. Really? Very important. Well, you don't want it to start curing any of the meats or starting to take out any of the moisture. Yeah. I'm jumbling up my words. No, that totally makes sense. Oh, but what did you do to season it? What did you put on it? Excellent question. Whenever you're working with beef, thyme and rosemary, because they're very woody, they're very strong herbs. Basil is very delicate, anything like that. So I think the best thing for this would be thyme and rosemary, and whole grain Dijon. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. That gives us some punch, right? Flavor country. Do you want this in here? Because I'm doing it. Yep, orange for sure. So traditionally, it's garlic, lemon zest, and parsley. Yeah. But I like to do things a little bit differently, so we're going to put a little bit of orange. I'm also going to get you to put in some Parmesan. Traditional gremolatas sometimes have pecorino. Yes. But we can do Parmesan. We can do pecorino. Do what you like. Can I use the same microplane? Because I'm about to. Yes. Oh, just this part. There we go. Oh, right. And with the rinds, throw it in your tomato sauce when you're making it. So don't ever throw out the rinds, okay? Okay, you got it. Everything can be used, because we're living in that kind of environment these days. You should try and use everything. 100%. Scarcity model, right? No waste. Call me, I'll come over, I'll pick up your waste, okay? Once again, he'll come to your house. Did you hear that? He will come to your house. So with the tenderloin, nice, beautiful caramelization. Now is the time. It's about to come out of the pan. Yeah. We'll add a little bit of butter. Butter is going to do two things here. Okay. It's going to flavor it, but it's also going to give you a really nice brown crust. Nice. Which is very, very important, okay? So if you put in the butter at the beginning, when you start searing, what's going to happen? It's just going to melt off, and it's not going to do what you need it to do. It's like you went to, well, kind of. It's going to get too dark, and it's going to... Oh, yeah, it's going to get too dark. Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to say that. You know I like to quiz you, right? It's like culinary school when I come on the show. And everybody at home is like, oh, God, she's going to get it wrong again. Just leave her alone. No. So a couple more things to do here is, okay, so we're going to add a little bit of garlic. So, we're okay. So you got a minute. Take your time at home. Okay. Chop up the garlic nicely. You can use the microplane as well, but I kind of want you to see little bits of it. We'll go a little bit finer. Yeah, we'll go a little bit finer, okay? Okay. So garlic, and I'm coming across with the knife. Garlic's in there. Can you salt and pepper that for me? Absolutely. Fresh sea salt and fresh cracked black pepper. I'm a big fan of fresh cracked black pepper, right? Me too. Why? Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it is great. Fresh cracked black pepper, much fresher. Lets all that perfume off right into your food. You like everything fresh. That's what we like about you as a chef. Do I put this in here? I just feel like it's the right thing to do. Put a little bit of oil. Okay. And last thing I want to say is with tenderloin, use a thermometer. 130 Fahrenheit will give you medium rare after you let it rest, okay? Okay. Critical. All right, we got to go to break. Check that out. It's a work of art. It's gorgeous. We didn't talk about the potatoes, but there they are. Cityline.ca for the recipe.